The Raptors' offensive droughts cost them another game. The Raptors lose to the Denver Nuggets, and it is a third game in 4 nights, so you expect the Raptors to be a little tired. Plus, it's in the Denver altitude, so it's tough to breathe, and it's just a different kind of environment to play in. But the Raptors came out and they played well in the first half. In the second half, especially in that fourth quarter, the Raptors could not put anything in the basket. Just any, like a layup, a floater, a mid-range, a three-point shot, anything they threw up just didn't go in, as they just went on a super cold drought. And when you're playing a team like the Denver Nuggets, who have multiple guys that can score in the post, aka Paul Millsap, Jermichael Green can even body some of the guys the Raptors have, and Nikola Jokic. All those guys can post up and take advantage of the smaller guys that the Raptors are playing, and it just leads to a lower chance for an offensive drought. You're shooting from closer, you're getting high percentage looks, and offensive droughts won't happen when you have that kind of post scoring and post options. Pascal Siakam in this game was pretty limited in terms of post scoring. Jermichael Green was pretty big, so you can't really post him up. And Paul Millsap, the same thing. And Paul Millsap's pretty agile as well, still at this age. And Jokic, he's not really trying to post up Jokic. He's trying to take Jokic off the dribble, but there's tons of help defenders everywhere. And you know what? This Raptors team, Kyle Lowry has another great game. OG Anunoby had 19 points at the half, ends up with 25. Your MVP tonight was OG. Just had a solid all-around game, was scoring the basketball, defending well. But in this game, it was the bench. I think the bench pretty much lost the Raptors the game right here. And it was 48 points by the Denver Nuggets bench compared to 19 points for the Raptors bench. And Denver beat the Raptors as a team. Multiple guys in double digits. Everyone was dominating. Michael Porter Jr., 23 points, just kept making three balls in everybody's eye. And he's just a tough guard, especially at the height that he is. And they're just a huge team. They're a huge team, and the Raptors are pretty tiny. Khem Birch had 20 points, a career high for him. But other than Khem Birch and Pascal Siakam and OG, the Raptors are really lacking in size. They really need some more bolstering, a little bit more physicality, like a Serge Ibaka type player, a guy that's a kind of a bruiser, but also a guy that can rebound and maybe drop in the occasional mid-range. You need that pick and roll option that the Raptors had with Kyle Lowry and Serge Ibaka. That was money in the bank. That was the Raptors' go-to move whenever the Raptors need a basket. But they really don't have something like that. It's a Khem Birch, a roll to the rim, because he doesn't really have a great jumper. So that's what we've come down to at this point in our Raptors career. But yeah, the Raptors played the Denver Nuggets hard until they started going to the offensive drought and just couldn't make any baskets after that. In this game, the Raptors had no Fred VanVleet, no Boucher, no Trent as well, as the Raptors are, mixing and matching lineups all throughout the season. And it's just that kind of system that the Raptors are going to go through this year. It's going to be tough to make the playoffs, let alone the play-in tournament, let alone the playoffs at this point. But the Raptors need every single game that they can get at this point. And in this game, Malachi Flynn had a good game, 16 points and a nice overall game he had. Malachi had 16, 6, and 4. A solid game from Malachi Flynn. Efficient night from him, but he's becoming a little turnover prone. 6 turnovers from him tonight, as he's trying to do a little too much. You got to be a little more patient within the offense. It will come. The open looks will come. You just got to play within yourself sometimes. And, they choose your opportunities to attack, be aggressive. But today was kind of out of control. The 6 turnovers hurt the Raptors. The score doesn't reflect how close of a game this was. This game was not close. Sorry, just not close at all. The Raptors were down by 20 for most of this game, and the bench guys, put in their points here and there, and closed the gap to 10 points of loss. But that's against the Denver Nuggets C team, not their B team like their bench. Their C team, guys who don't see minutes. The Raptors, cut the lead down. But you know what? It is what it is. The Raptors got to go back to the drawing board and try winning the next one, because There's only a few games left, and it's a make or break it season now. And injuries, I don't know when Chris Boucher is expected to be back. There's no word on Trent, so it's all up in the air. Van Vliet, I think, is going to return soon, but you know what? With this team and with this COVID going around and all the injuries, I doubt Chris Boucher comes back before the end of the season. I don't know about anybody else, but Chris Boucher probably won't be back for the rest of the season. But you know what? Raptors gotta keep on grinding, gotta win games, gotta see some development, and have something that you're looking forward to in the next season. But let me know what you guys think of tonight's game. Like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Until next time. Peace.